Hello and welcome back to Half Magic Tarot. Today's pick a card reading is all about a secret you should know. And this secret can be something from your past, something from your present, something from the future. It can be about the way that someone's treating you, someone around you that you don't know how they're feeling about you, whatever that is. And there are 4 piles to choose from. I suggest choosing the pile that sparks a memory in you. So for example, I would choose pile 3 because I had a really vivid dream a few years ago that involved a black and white cat that looked just like this. So I would choose pile 3, the Hanged Man. I will put the timestamps in the description down below. Feel free to pause the video now to select your pile. Thank you. Take care. If you selected pile 1, the Queen of Cups, welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards are the Hierophant, Judgment, Strength, the High Priestess in reverse, and Death. All right, my pile ones. So what is a secret you should know? Well, first of all, this is the only tarot reading that I've done in the entirety of my channel where all 5 of the tarot cards that came out are major arcana. So this has been something that has really impacted you or will really impact you. So I just want to start off by saying that this is something that has been very spiritually important to you, emotionally important, something that really has changed your mindset, or the person, the situation that I'm about to reference has been something that has really charted the course of your life or changed the course of your life in some kind of way. So we start off with a Hierophant, and the Hierophant can represent a leader of some kind, a spiritual leader. This could be a teacher to you, a parent, someone, if you're part of a religious or spiritual community, someone who is like an elder in that, someone that you go to for advice. It could even be like a therapist or something like that. But this person is someone that you have a relationship or had a relationship with for a while. This is someone that you kind of enmeshed your life with, someone that was around you frequently. And the person seemed to be, because they have this authority bestowed upon them in whatever thing that they're in, you kind of looked up to them. You saw them as a leader, someone to go to for advice. Like I said, you had this implicit trust that they understood what they were saying and what they were doing. But the thing is, this person on this card has these flames coming out of their fingertips. So you felt like when you went to them for advice, when you went to talk to them to get their opinion on something, even though you wanted to trust them, it felt like every time they talked to you, every time they touched you, whatever, it just felt like it burned. You walked away feeling less confident, and that is coming through in this Judgment card. So you definitely felt like they were very judgmental. You felt like maybe you couldn't really reveal the entirety of your true self or your intentions or your wants and desires to them, because they had these expectations of you that were maybe unfair, that you felt like didn't really align with who you were as a person. And because of that, you felt pretty confused about what you should be doing with your life, or whether or not you should accept this person's direction. And I'll give you a specific example. For some of you, I'm hearing that this is like your parent, and they told you, you should be doing this career, you should go to school to study this, and you trusted them because that's your parent and you feel like they know best. But also, this career, this educational path that you're on just isn't making you happy. It doesn't feel like the thing that's meant for you. And when you try to express that to them, they come across as pretty indignant. They feel like you're silly, like you don't know what's best for you. And that has been pretty hurtful for you, because you feel like, well, I'm an adult or I'm nearing adulthood. I feel like this is also a decision about my life, not yours. I should be able to make it myself. But that's just one example. Take what resonates. This is a general reading. So It could be something similar along those lines that involves someone else. So it could be a teacher or another family member or someone that you just generally look up to. And in the middle of your spread, we have strength. So I do feel like part of you has been able to prioritize yourself and your own emotions. So you haven't let this get to you too extremely, because you do have the emotional strength to kind of overcome these feelings of hurt that you get when you're with this person, because you're able to say, well, I still respect them even though this thing hurt me. And the thing is, this emotional strength is going to carry you really far in your life. But at the end of the day, if you're acquiescing to the thing that other people expect of you, the thing that other people want, whatever this situation is that you have been pressured or told to be like, you are neglecting your true self. Even if you feel like you can tolerate it, you can overcome it, you can do what these other people say to you, you can do and be okay, but you won't feel truly fulfilled or happy. And that's coming through in this High Priestess in reverse. So the High Priestess upright is all about following your intuition. It's about really trusting yourself and being able to be alone with your own thoughts and know which direction to take without any outside influence. And so in reverse, it indicates not following your intuition or being too influenced by outside sources. And that outside sources is this Hierophant person who is enacting their judgment on you. And as far as who this person is, I'm hearing very strongly that this person could be a Scorpio. We have the Judgment and Death, which are both cards that represent Scorpio in this. And I'm also hearing that you could be a Cancer with both the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups as your pile marker, or vice versa. But overall, there's very strong water influence here. So most strongly, I think this person is a Scorpio and you could be a Cancer, but either one of you could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or have a very prominent water placement in your natal chart, so Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And with the last card in your pile, we have Death. So this is the universe telling you that until you let go of whatever these expectations are and strike out on your own and just kind of kill this path that this person is leading you down, you won't be able to see the growth of the kind of future you want. And that's echoed in the imagery of this card. We have underneath the ground is this dead rabbit. And this rabbit represents the expectations and the path that this Hierophant person wants you to go down, but it's not for you. And when you let it die, that is going to be the thing that nourishes this beautiful new growth of all these mushrooms up here, which is going to be the thing that you truly want to do that aligns with who you are and the path that you want to take. And with your pile marker being the Queen of Cups, I'm hearing two things. First of all is that you are a really generous, sensitive, artistic person. And so if this is something where, for example, like I said earlier, you have parents who are kind of pressuring you into a certain path and it doesn't align with what you really want to do or who you feel like you are inside, it's because the thing that they want you to do is something that is just lacking creativity. It's lacking like emotional connection. And that is what you really need to go after, is the thing that is going to make you feel like your heart is really full. You get to share your heart and you get to share your creativity and your voice. And another thing that I'm hearing specifically with the imagery on this card is, if you look closely, the person on this card is holding a fishbowl with the fish in it, but they're underwater. So I'm hearing that you feel like this fish. You feel like you're in this tiny little bowl when you could be swimming in this great big ocean around you, but you feel stifled, you feel trapped, you feel like your world has been narrowed because of the expectations put on you by this person, this Hierophant, this Scorpio energy that we talked about at the beginning of your spread. But overall, the secret you should know is, if you feel that someone has placed these expectations on you, or you feel like you are being told to go down a path that you feel in your gut just isn't right. It isn't the right thing for you. The secret is that you're correct and you should follow your intuition, because once you decide to cut off this situation, cut off this person, whatever the thing may be, that is when you will experience the beautiful new growth and be closer to becoming the person that you want to be closer to living the kind of life that you want to live. All right, that is it for my pile ones. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I put out a new video once a week. Thank you. Take care. If you selected pile 2, the 2 of Wands, welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards are the Ace of Wands, the 2 of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Cups, the 8 of Cups, and the Emperor. All right, my pile 2, so what is the secret you should know? Well, we start off your reading with this Ace of Wands. So for 90% of you, I'm hearing that this reading is specifically regarding someone either you had a crush on or that you dated pretty briefly in the past. And for others of you, this is about other kinds of relationships, so friendships or your working relationships. But the strongest thing that I'm hearing here is romantic. And with this Ace of Wands at the beginning of your spread, you were holding a flame for someone. You had an interest in someone. For most of you, this was romantic. So you had a crush on someone, you had romantic feelings for someone, and you tried to offer them all of this passion, all of this desire that you had for them. And this person rejected it with this 2 of Wands in reverse. The 2 of Cups in reverse. And the 2 of Cups upright is this relationship, equal give and take, beautiful, kind relationship energy. But in reverse, it's the opposite that. It's the lack of reciprocation. It's a lack of romantic feelings. So I am getting that you put this offer out here. You were pretty clear with this person that you liked them, that you wanted to be with them, that you wanted to date them, and they just did not reciprocate. And like I said, for some of you, this is not romantic. This might be friendship. So it could just be someone that you really admired or you wanted to have some kind of relationship with, whether that be platonic or business related. And this person just did not reciprocate those feelings. They told you, or they told you by not telling you that they just were not interested in cultivating this kind of relationship with you. And who is this person? We have the Knight of Cups in the middle of your spread. So I'm hearing that this person could be a Pisces or have a prominent Pisces placement in their natal chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm also hearing Aries. But the thing that hurt the most about this situation is that you really felt like you could have had something with this person. You just felt like you were really aligned, like you had similar values. You felt like they were sensitive, they were emotionally vulnerable. So you thought that they would treat you better than maybe other people who were emotionally immature, or they didn't have this kind of vulnerability or this sensibility, this romantic sensibility, this generosity, this patience that this person appeared to have to you with this Knight of Cups. Because the Knight of Cups is the most romantic knight in the tarot. And you might have actually seen them kind of be romantic or be really generous and caring with other people. And that was one of the things that really attracted you to this person, was their ability to be really kind and sweet. But look at this Knight of Cups. It's facing away from this 2 of Cups in reverse. It's facing away from the Ace of Wands, this branch, this thing that you're trying to give them. They're walking away, and the cup that this Knight of Cups is holding is leaking out onto the ground. So they did not reciprocate. They did not give you their cup like you were offering them theirs, and actually they're taking it away from you. They moved into this 8 of Cups energy. And the 8 of Cups is a card of transitioning away from something to try to find something better. So unfortunately, this person felt like, and it's not a reflection of you. It really is not. They just felt like they didn't think being in a relationship with you was worth it. They felt like they could have found something or someone better They felt like there was something better out there for them. And I know that is a pretty painful thing to think, because no one wants to think of themselves as being undesirable or being not good enough. And you're not. That's not the case. This person is they're not what you made them up to be in your mind. They're not as emotionally mature. They're only a knight. This isn't a king. They're just not this fantasy of the person, of the relationship that you thought you were going to have. And that is why this person walked away from you. But the secret that you should know is that this was a good thing, because at the end of your spread, we have the Emperor. And the Emperor in a romantic context, in a relationship context, if this is, a friend or a business relationship, the Emperor is not the ideal person to enter into a partnership with, because the Emperor is like the emotionally distant father of the tarot, okay? This is someone who might be able to provide for your needs on a basic level, but they will never be able to give you the emotional fulfillment, the emotional vulnerability that you want and that you saw in them with this Knight of Cups. In the Emperor, in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot, the Emperor sits on a throne made out of stone. Have you ever heard the saying, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, but you can't squeeze like blood out of a rock. I don't know if that's the correct terminology, but you get the idea. You can't get anything out of stone. There's nothing that's going to come out of it because it's solid, it's impenetrable. This person was never going to give you, even if you did manage to get them to enter into a relationship with you, whether that's dating you, becoming friends, or agreeing to like a business collaboration with you, this person was never going to be able to give you the thing that you thought they were going to be able to give you, the thing that you wanted them to give you. They were never going to give you the emotional depth. They were never going to let you in. And it's not about you. This person is just not ready or not willing to let anyone in. They have their walls up so high, and because of that, they are never going to be known in the way that maybe they secretly want to be known, and you will never be able to know them in the way you wanted to be able to know them. Because at the end of the day, this person, they're not the person that you thought they were. And also, another thing with the Emperor is that it's representative of Aries, like I said, which is a Mars sign. And Mars is the god of like war. So there is something combative, there's something standoffish, there's something a little bit mean about this person that you just weren't seeing before. And that is also part of the reason why they walked away from you. They have this Eight of Cups energy. They might have actually done it in a way that was kind of mean to you, like they could have ghosted you, or they might have kind of acted like they were interested in you for a little bit, and then they just walked away out of nowhere. And I think they know that they were being a little bit mean, and they don't really care, honestly, because like I said, this person is kind of self-involved. They're not really interested in other people's emotional reactions to their actions. And because of that, this person was not good for you anyway. And so them walking away was really like the universe protecting you. And with this Two of Wands as your pile marker, the Two of Wands is all about planning. So I do feel like this is something that you thought about a lot. This is something that really impacted you emotionally because you just weren't sure. I think you blamed yourself a lot. You were like, I don't know what I did wrong in this situation for them to not want to be with me, because I really felt like we were a good match together. And like I said, it's not you. And also on this card, we have the goddess that is riding this tortoise. So I'm hearing that you were approaching this with a lot of love, a lot of patience, an open heart, and a lot of emotional maturity. But if you look on this card, the other people on this card are children that are play fighting with these wands, these fiery sticks. So I'm hearing, one, that this person compared to you is not mature because you are this fully grown goddess energy, and then this person was still like a child. And also, they're not patient like you. They don't have an open heart like you. And actually, they're more interested in fighting. They're more interested in cultivating competition. They wanted you to feel like you had to fight to be near them. They wanted you to feel like you had a fight to prove yourself to them. And I don't think that is the kind of person you are. I think that you'd rather just, get people to open up through love. It's like with flowers. Like when you plant flowers, being aggressive about how you take care of them is not going to help them bloom and open up and reveal their beautiful petals or whatever. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of nurturing. You have to make sure they're the right temperature. You give them the right amount of water. And that is the kind of approach that you were bringing into the kind of relationship that you wanted to have with this person. Well, this person wasn't really thinking about your needs. They were just like, I want whatever I want now, and I want you to kind of like make a fool of yourself doing it. So overall, that is the secret, is that you didn't need this person anyway. So don't be in your feelings about it, okay? All right, that is it for my pile twos. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I put out a new video once a week. Thank you. Take care. If you selected pile 3, the Hanged Man, welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards are the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, the Empress, and Temperance. Okay, my pile 3s, so what is the secret you should know? We start off your tarot spread with the 10 of Pentacles, which is all about material stability, making your house into a home, feeling like you have roots and you're connected to the world and the people around you. And it can also represent family and finances. So what I'm hearing is that for a lot of you, you have been having a setback when it comes to feeling like you have roots wherever you live. Whether that's your home situation is not very nice, maybe you're living in a place that you don't like, or you are having financial issues, or you are having a lot of disagreements with your family members. And that is coming through with the next card in your spread, which is this 9 of Wands. And the 9 of Wands is the card of the wounded warrior. So that's why I'm hearing that there has been some issues on this front with your family, with feeling like you have established yourself, with feeling like you're grounded, you have roots, with feeling not stable in your material life, in your family life, and things like that. And this has been something that has wounded you. You probably have been experiencing a lot of sadness or maybe even anger about this. You've been feeling a lot of frustration. But the secret that you should know is that you are going to come into this 4 of Wands energy. And the 4 of Wands is a card of celebration. It's a card of having fun, but it's also a card of stability. You need the 4 wands. You need 4 corners to make a home. You need all 4 sides to make something come together and be stable, and that is what you have been missing with this 9 of Wands energy. So that is going to be coming into your life, and that is doubled down by the Empress, which is the next card in your spread, which is all about harvesting the fruits of your labor. It's about abundance. It's about fecundity. It's about being fertile when it comes to producing the things that you want. So if you are experiencing financial issues, you will soon start making more money. If you are experiencing problems with your family members, you will soon have a better relationship with them. If you are unhappy with your current living situation, you will soon be living in a place that not only is safe and stable, but also something that you feel is beautiful and really aligns with the kind of life that you want to have. The only thing is, at the end of your spread, we have Temperance. So this is something that you have to wait for. It's something that you kind of have to take the middle path on. You can't rush into this. You can't try to delay it. It's something that will happen on its own time. And I'm hearing a very specific message for a select few of you, and that is that if you have been trying to get pregnant, if you've been trying to have a kid, your partner has been trying to get pregnant, and you have been unsuccessful so far, or maybe you or your partner even suffered a miscarriage or something like that, you will soon have a successful pregnancy. And that is coming in because the Ten of Pentacles is a family card, and like I said, the Nine of Wands represents like a wounded warrior situation, but I think it can also represent an illness or sickness or something going wrong with the health. So these two together indicates to me something that's not working out about a pregnancy. And then the Four of Wands with the Empress indicates to me like a celebration of a successful pregnancy, because the Empress is the mother of the tarot, and she is typically depicted as a pregnant woman in the Rider-Waite-Smith. And the Four of Wands is a card that also deals with partnerships. So for a select few of you, if you have been waiting to have a successful pregnancy, if that's something that has been an issue for you, this is something that the universe wants you to know will come in time. It will come at the correct time for you. And that is the secret that's really coming through. And all of this is reflected in the pile marker that you chose, which is the Hanged Man, which is a card of having to wait in maybe an uncomfortable position in order to come into what you really need and what you really want. The thing about the Hanged Man is the message really is the only way to get out of it is to go through it. So this discomfort, this Nine of Wands energy that you're feeling right now, the secret that you should know is that it will get better. You have a lot to look forward to. It just might take a little bit of time. All right, that is it for my pile threes. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I put out a new video once a week. Thank you. Take care. If you selected pile 4, the King of Pentacles, welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards are the King of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Moon, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, my pile 4s, so what is the secret you should know? We start off your tarot spread with this King of Swords. So what I'm hearing is that there is someone around you who represents this King of Swords energy. They could be an Aquarius or have a prominent Aquarius placement in their natal chart through Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Although they don't have to be an Aquarius, they could just embody this King of Swords energy, which is someone who comes across as very intelligent, probably well-spoken, very good communicators, but they don't communicate their feelings that well. And that is what I'm hearing very strongly in this reading, is that you are unsure of how this person feels about you, or worse, you think that they don't like you because they come across as being kind of stern and almost solemn, like very stoic. They don't really let on what their intentions are or what their feelings are about everything. They can come across even as a little bit bossy, like they just kind of relay to you what exactly they want you to do, or they just don't really give you a lot of leeway or leverage to like get to know them or to be personal with them in any kind of way. And for some of you, this is related to the workplace. So this could be your boss or someone who is in a position of power over you. For others of you, this is someone that you know as an acquaintance or kind of like a friend of a friend situation where you don't really know how they feel about you, but this is more related to like friendship or love. So this could be any kind of situation really, but I'm hearing most strongly this is someone that you have met at work or met adjacent to work at like a work event or something. And the truth of the matter is, despite coming across to you as someone who is kind of hard to get to know or someone who is not really interested in being friendly with you, this person actually has a soft spot for you with this Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a really patient, inviting, curious, gentle sweet card. This person wants to figure you out. They notice that you are different from them, but they want to be able to find the similarities. They want to be able to find common ground with you. I just don't think that they're very good at expressing that yet. And that is also coming through in the moon in the centimeter spread, which tells me that these feelings, this Page of Cups energy that they actually are trying to direct at you, that they actually feel for you, is not coming through to you at all. You don't see it because of their hard King of Swords exterior. And for some of you, this is strictly platonic or professional. It's not, it's like a boss who comes across as kind of a hard ass, and you're not sure whether or not they are actually appreciating you or appreciating your work. And the reality is that they actually think of you very fondly, and they want to help nurture you to become the best you can professionally. If it's like a friend of a friend, you're not sure if they like you or not. This person actually thinks you're pretty cool. They might just be kind of shy to express that because they're not really used to making new friends or expressing that. But for a lot of you, this is someone who has a romantic interest in you. So this is someone that you might think doesn't like you at all or is not interested in you, but actually they kind of have a secret crush on you that they're a little bit scared to let out, because you see them as this King of Swords energy. So you see them as someone who's very mature, probably very busy, super smart, and in control of their emotions in a way where they don't express anything, they don't reveal anything that they don't want to. But when they're around you, they actually feel like this Page of Cups. They feel childish, they feel kind of small, they feel like naive, they feel inexperienced, they don't really know how to approach you and express themselves in a way that makes it clear that they're not actually mean or standoffish or anything. They actually want to befriend you and talk to you and get to know you better and make you feel comfortable. But like I said, with the moon here, that is hard for them to express. And actually, for a lot of you, this person kind of comes off in a negative way. So we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So something that I'm hearing is that you could think that this person is egotistical. You could think that they're like full of themselves. You could think that they're impatient or that they just kind of move on. You could think of them as someone who uses people for their own gain and then just like discards them. And probably they are attractive, but you won't really let yourself acknowledge that because you are kind of frowning on this perception that you have of them. And that perception is also doubled down by this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which is when the Nine of Pentacles is upright. It's all about being financially independent, but it can also be about being giving. So in reverse, I'm hearing that you feel like this person, again, is a user. You feel like they use other people for their own gain, that you feel like they'll do anything to put themselves ahead. You also feel like they're not very generous with their time, their resources, their effort. And if this is someone that you specifically have looked at as a potential love interest, which I'm sensing is probably a lot of you, then this person definitely comes across as a player, because the Nine of Pentacles upright in a love reading can mean someone who is single, but like successfully single, like happily single. So in reverse, I'm getting player energy, especially with this Knight of Wands in reverse coupled with it. So I'm sensing that you could see this person as being kind of like an emotionally detached player type, but in reality, the secret is that they have these kind of soft, sweet feelings for you. And, I won't give you advice on how to handle this, because if you don't trust this person, then don't trust them. But this is a secret you should know, is that they actually have this softer side to them, whether or not that is romantic, professional, platonic. This person that you see as being impatient or kind of rude or doesn't give you any room to express your emotions, they actually have a soft spot for you. They're just not very good at expressing it. And With this King of Pentacles as your pile marker, I'm hearing that, like I said with the King of Swords, this person could be an Aquarius, you could be an Aquarius, or we also have Taurus energy represented here through the King of Pentacles, so they could be a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or you could be. And with the King of Pentacles, this is what kind of solidifies to me that you might have met this person through work. So this could be someone you work with who also has a secret crush on you, and maybe they don't want to express it because you have a workplace situation. And something else that's coming through is they do see you as this King of Pentacles energy. They see you as someone who is very stable and giving and wise and caring and sensual, and that is one of the reasons why they have these Page of Cups feelings towards you. But they're in this King of Swords energy where they're not quite as open or giving or obvious about what they're feeling and what they're willing to offer to people. So that is it for my pile fours. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I put out a new video once a week. Thank you. Take care.